My name is Rachel. At a very young age, I developed a strong love for animals. It didn't matter what kind of animal it was dogs, cats, bunnies, goats, you name it, I probably asked my parents if I could have one as a pet. As I got older, my love for animals grew into a passion for endangered species. One of the species that particularly grabbed my attention during my time here at Chico State as an environmental science major was the tricolored blackbird. The tricolored blackbird is almost entirely endemic to California and mainly resides in the Central Valley. During the 19th century, Spanish explorers believed that the black clouds they saw when they came to California were plumes of smoke coming from fires. However, they were actually flocks of the tricolored blackbird coming in from the wetlands. As time proceeded, about 90% of California's wetlands were lost due to urbanization. This caused a significant decrease in the tricolored blackbird's population. In the 1930s, it was estimated that there were around 3 million tricolored blackbirds in California. A survey was conducted again in 2011, which reported only 260,000 birds in the state and 44% less in 2015. Due to this large loss of habitat, the remaining birds adjusted and began nesting in new environments. The environment of choice were grain fields owned primarily by dairy farmers in the Central Valley. This may seem like a solution to the dwindling tricolored blackbird population, but the breeding season for this bird is at the exact same time as the grain harvest. Grain is extremely important to dairy farmers because they sell it as additional income as well as feed it to their dairy cows to cut back on buying feed. The harvesters that farmers use not only plow their fields, but they also plow down the nests that contain the baby tricolored blackbirds that have not matured enough to leave the nest. This also contributes to the rapid decline of this species of bird in California. In order to avoid extinction, the U.S. Department of Agriculture developed a program that provides compensation to farmers that delay their grain harvests until the baby blackbirds have left the nest. Payment for this program began in 2012. Although some farmers were willing to participate in this program, there were many that refused because they did not want to lose out on money they would receive from the grain that they were able to harvest. This compensation program was not enough or as effective as anticipated and only preserved a few thousand birds. This led to the tricolored blackbird to be emergency listed on the California Endangered Species List in 2015. This listing meant that it was unlawful for farmers or anyone to destroy the nests of these birds. However, since they are an emergency listing, they only remain on the list for 180 days. 180 days is not enough time for a species to reestablish higher population counts, and many farmers will be negatively affected due to the expected loss of crop they will experience in the coming harvest. This will also negatively affect California's grain industry.